and it's no end to how much you can accomplish if you don't mind who gets the credit. It's always bragged on Mr. Keaton for being an encourager. Always bragged on Harry Young for being an inspiration. I'd find anybody, when I made any kind of talk about anything regarding this business, that I could brag on except myself. And I won a few hearts, and then I won a few more, and had some occasions where we couldn't get product to customer, and we had a rep in a certain area, and he was telling them they'd have it in 2 weeks, and so on and so forth. And finally the dealer, he calls this big company, which I actually operated for 9 years out of that upstairs room, right, because I was afraid, because I'd just been broke. And he asked the question, the dealer did. He's from, I used to remember his name. He's from Reynolds, Indiana. Maybe it was Reynolds Equipment somewhere in northern Indiana. I can't remember. He said, "Who's lying to me? You or this rep?" I said, "Me, sir. I am the liar." Made a friend, a customer. I said, "All he's telling you is what I'm telling him." And I didn't even bother to tell him that all I was telling the rep was what my supplier was telling me, because if you want to be a man, you don't pass the buck. And that's what I wanted to be. And that's what's built our brand. We have a return on fixed assets of approximately 100 to 195% per year. And that's attributable to the brand, which goes back to the honesty, which goes back to some instances when I could have folded and kept the money because the customers wanted the money back, because we'd made a part that didn't fit and we didn't know what we were doing. And I said, "Send them all back and we'll send you a brand new model free of charge." Took everything we made that year. But that investment has made us millions of dollars. So, and it was all in the Bible. I didn't need to read How to Win Friends and Influence People, which I did, and The Power of Positive Thinking, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success Through Selling, and dozens of others. Didn't need any of it. All I needed was a proper understanding of the Scripture, and particularly the Proverbs, and an in-depth study of how Jesus worked 12 imperfect men to build the most long-lasting organization in the history of the world. The church is 2,000 years old and it's still in business.